confused when they open the business and cut the red ribbon with I'm ignorant. Too many times I told these stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread and the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm baking on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. You shaking on this, got something for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes, I already. Be mad cause I did it already. I told them make sure to my dinner already. And I did it all and they you can tell me. Boy, what I want, you can give me. Got plenty of Benjis, but now it's more money, more.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Miami Heat will be looking to make a statement. Now, here's Wiggins. Clock at 6. Shot's good by Hero. Heroes got the game going with his first points of the game for the Heat. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. Right side Hero. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Ware. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins. Has to Ware. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Curry gets the bucket.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Pass to Wiggins. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Down low. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Quick into the air, Andrew Wiggins up and throws it down.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. We talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, we'll be ready. Guys?
Thank you, David. There's Kuminga. And the Warriors miss again. The Heat leading by 6. Adebayo to screen. Fires from deep. Draymond Green pulls it in. Curry with the bounce pass. There's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Hero, no good. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Here's Butler. Drops in the layup for 2.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Hero from long range. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
And a wide open look for Hero. Buries the long-range jumper. Hero's got 8 points.
And Hero early on in his career finds himself in these big-time moments.
Outside Butler. They double-team Curry. And Butler gets it to go.
I like Butler down low, fighting for points.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hero, that's a 2-pointer. Has to wear. Kicks it out to Hero. They double him with Green. From deep. And the Heat, another 3.
And you can tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
Now Curry. He has 5. From past the arc. Kept alive. Pass to Kuminga. Outside for Curry. Puts up a 3. The shot off that time. Up in time. The shot comes out. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Heat lead.
16. The Warriors. 13.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Over in the corner, Rozier. Inside, Mitchell. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to Green. And Kuminga throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. And now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. To the middle. Oh! Thrown down. by Butler.
I don't know what you do there on the pick and roll. You're so worried about Steph, he ends up moving the ball to get points.
Takes a step back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you watch Terry Rozier. His playmaking, Brent, has really ascended over the years.
Yeah, Terry has had a really good career and has been a little bit quiet and muted because of where he has played his career. But his opportunity as a secondary role guy to come in and score the basketball and put pressure on the defense, he is a go-to guy for stretches for any team.
And both free throws good for Rozier. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
The Warriors leading. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Kuminga's got 9 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Pass to Ware. Outside, Hero. Over in the corner, Rozier. To the paint. Adebayo. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5. A true defensive anchor. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's Rozier. It's blocked.
Buddy with a good awareness defensively there and a nice job in his effort defending.
Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. Curry getting it done inside.
Steph, such an ideal pick and roll guy. The threat of the long ball always there. So whether he's shooting or passing, the defense has a hard time keeping up.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Green, the screen. Curry on the drive. And it's denied. Over to the left wing. Here's Ware. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Ware's got 5 points so far.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Green. Outside for Curry. With the floater. Tough finish by Stephen Curry.
Yeah, how about Steph Curry with the bailout there? Masterful at creating just enough space in that situation.
And here's Adebayo. It's stolen by Hield. The shot, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors on top. They lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
To the inside. Here's Ware. Outside, Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Curry. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
They double-team Curry. Back to Kuminga. Inside. Here's Butler. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
And Jimmy Butler is in the zone, and he keeps finding shots.
The Heat trailed by 10 on the wing. Wiggins. Pass to Jovic. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Heat on offense. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. There's Hero with the 3. It doesn't go for him. Warriors leading by 10. Kuminga with it. Robinson picks him up. And Kuminga throws it down.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Ware. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so it's Golden State with it. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Curry looking it over. Pass to Hield. The kick outside to Butler. Shoots from 14. And stolen by Wiggins. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Hero. Here's Jovic. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. Here's Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Jimmy Butler puts together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but, man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. Guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
Number 45, Davion Mitchell.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Jovic. No scoring in this one. It's stolen by Hield. Here's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Jimmy's such a well-conditioned athlete, using that vertical he has to get up and throw it down.
Here's Wiggins. And again, it's the Heat missing.
and they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
They double-team Curry. To the paint. 4 on the clock. Here's Butler. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Butler's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by Golden State.
There's a good screen. Pass to Hield. They kick it out to Green. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And he's good on the 3-ball. Butler's got 25 points in the game. On the wing, Mitchell. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Jovic gets it to go.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Hield. Outside for Curry. Here's Kuminga. And he drives in. Golden State needs to get off the shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution on the court.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Knocks it loose. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Warriors on top.
The Warriors, 48.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Heat trailed by 16. Here's Adebayo.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
So it's the Warriors now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. 14 points for Stephen Curry. Here's Jovic. And the layup is good.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Here's Curry. Now Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life for squinting, can't just stare. We're bae through thick and thin, she already fixed on brown and bad. Could've changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
Welcome, it's... I got too many, I got... They could last me the next 2 weeks. Alright. Let's send the address through, please.
SUV, the outside white, the inside brown like Michael Jack. More time and Bella line and spend like I don't even like my stack. Came on an Irish ferry, let go and it sound like a tap dance. The way that I ball, no yellow, the ref had to give me a black card. Who did what we're doing with rap? Man couldn't sell out his show after all them years of doing a cat sprinter. 2 gal in a van, in 2 man in Milan, heard one of my things dating. P Diddy need 20% or whatever. Outside, my head in my hands.
I told her my name is Sen. She said no, the one on your birth certificate. Your boyfriend ran from that diamond test cause they weren't legitimate. She Turkish Cypriot, but her car's Brazilian. I want her, and bro wants her affiliate. I'm cheap, still like yo, can I borrow your Netflix? She a feminist, she think I'm sexist. Twisting my words, I think she dyslexic. Give me my space, I'm intergalactic. Before I give you my Insta password, I'll give you the pin to my Amex. Alright, this ain't stainless steel, it's platinum. Dinner table, I got manners. T-shirt tucked in, napkin. Still loading, that's the caption. I've only amounted a minimal fraction. Eat good, I got indigestion. Best in my hood, no aspirin. Can't get rid of my pain with aspirin. Dave just came in an Aston, I'm making that Maybach music. They're trying to insult my intelligence. Sometimes I may act stupid. I never went uni, I've been on a campus. The students, if bro let the drumstick beat, then something gon' leak. We ain't playing exclusives.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life for squinting. Can't just stare. We're bae through thick and thin. She already fixed on brown and bad. Could've changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters. I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
100. It won't fit in one SUV. No.
Season 7 in NBA.
I got too many, I got. They could last me the next 2 weeks.